My job is to be able to go into a business that I know nothing about, or to go into conversation with a client that I've never met before, a company I've never heard of. And I'll let you into a secret. You see, they think I'm very knowledgeable. I know nothing. But I know someone who does. So what happens is I'm in a cab, I'm in a taxi, I'm on a train, and I'm surfing broadband at about 1/3 of a megabit per second. And while I'm on the call, in the first few seconds of the call, I'm already ransacking their own website to find out more about their company than they can remember themselves. And I'm now Googling them, I'm now chatbotting them, I'm discovering what everybody else is saying about their company, including their analysts, the latest Wall Street Journal report, the Financial Times critique, and what the bulletin boards are saying about the disgruntled staff inside their organization. And I'm just saying, yes, very interesting, and you're saying get 20 people there. Well, of course, we need to look at... And now I'm already processing. I'm already feeding back to them some of the big issues that I think we should be addressing at their event. And that's happening in less than 3 minutes. The trouble is that if I was to use that skill in your school, I'd be kicked out. I would be expelled for cheating. Because what I'm doing is I'm plagiarizing other people's work. See, life's too short, my friends. Take bird flu and HSBC. HSBC thinks that it's planning right now to be able to survive the loss of 125,000 of its 250,000 staff. People who will not come to work or they're too sick. They have a contingency for that. So you're the chairman of HSBC and you need a report. So you turn to one of your operations directors and you say, I need a bird flu summary of how this illness could impact us. The most suicidally crazy thing for that person to do is to start doing some work from scratch, right? Because half the world's already done it for you. What that guy wants to do, or woman wants to do, is to Google it and find out how many other people, for the sake of the humanity and the future of humankind, bless them, and we will be eternally grateful, have published all of their thinking on this subject online and made it available for the express purpose that life's too short to reinvent stuff. And if someone else has already ransacked every single published paper on this issue and every single economic forecast and has already summarized what every other large bank is currently doing on this issue, then that is the report that I want. I'm not going to print it out as it is and give it to the chairman. I'm going to scan it, text it, contextualize it, put it, integrate it with all the other stuff I've plagiarized, and create a unique synthesized document which would take me less than 33 minutes. Right? But you don't give it to him in 33 minutes or you think you hadn't done any work. So you wait. He said he wanted a week and you give it to him after 3 days, but it took you 33 minutes. Okay. And that's the future. So as far as I'm concerned, the only pupils I want to examine are pupils who are online with a wireless connection to broadband, sitting in the exam room with their typing skills. I couldn't care less what they can write. I want to know what they can type. And I want them to go online and I'm going to give them a question. The question will be something they know absolutely nothing about. And they've got 30 minutes to produce a 3,000-word report that is correct, authoritative, and unique. Not just with 2 words changed, totally unique. And the more unique and the more authoritative I think it is, the higher the grade I'll give them. Isn't that the kind of thing we want to teach people? So what? What'd you say?
It's a very shaky ground there.
Why is it shaky ground? That is the world of business. That, in fact, is the world of university life right now. Well, it's only shaky if you're not sure of the authority of the sources that you're using. But, of course, part of what we should be teaching people is to evaluate the degree of the authority of the source. And that's fundamental. Which is why I get so many emails saying, Dear Dr. Dixon, I cannot use your web page in my assignment. Please, can you tell me when you wrote it?
Good for that.
Right? And I get those every single day. And so much so I need to go back and put every single correction and when I did it. And what the reference is for that particular fact. Now that is exactly what we should be teaching people.